Hello and welcome to FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. Hundreds of downtown enthusiasts packed the Pearl, downtown Greensboro's newest music venue, last week for the annual State of Downtown event. Leaders shared the vision behind GSO 35, the new strategic plan focused on energizing Elm Street, catalyzing Church Street, growing development along the downtown Greenway, and increasing housing downtown. DGI President and CEO Zach Matheny shared plans for two new hotels, a 7-story apartment building, and new mixed-use spaces. Leaders discussed their work to address challenges including crime, noise, vacant storefronts, and parking. Speaking of parking, the city announced new steps to improve downtown parking. Changes include more clear, consistent, and unified signage in surface lots and on-street parking locations, beginning free parking in surface lots and on-street after 5 p.m. on weekdays, and it will remain free on the weekends too. More publicity about free parking options, including the first hour and city parking decks until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and free parking in all city parking decks on Sundays. Drivers will also see more consistent enforcement of parking rules across downtown and improvements to Park Mobile, the city's vendor for digital parking payments. The city is also beginning work on a parking program for downtown service employees and options for parking validation for patrons visiting downtown businesses. The city provides more than 4,400 public parking spaces across city-owned parking decks, surface lots, and on-street locations throughout downtown Greensboro. Now, when you do drive downtown, be aware that North Davie Street between East Friendly Avenue and East Market Street is closed through early June to allow for demolition of the Davie Street parking deck by the new owner. Follow the posted detour signs and use caution when you're traveling near that work zone. Police Chief John Thompson retired last week after more than 20 years with the department. He announced in November that he would retire at the end of February. GPD Assistant Chief Chris Schultheis is serving as interim chief and was sworn in last week. The city began a search process for a new chief shortly after Thompson's announcement and has already narrowed the list of candidates. The city will host a series of community budget sessions in each city council district this month. The sessions will provide an overview of how the city's annual budget is developed prior to being adopted. Attendees can participate in an interactive activity to learn more about the city council's priorities. You can find a full list of the meeting times and places and read the city budget at greensboro-nc.gov/budget. New information on plans for Bingham Park. The City of Greensboro's Parks and Recreation Department and Office of Sustainability and Resilience will share an update on Monday, March 16th at 6 p.m. at New Hope Missionary Baptist Church. That's at 306 South English Street. The meeting will review the remedial action work plan under review by the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality, which will also conduct a community meeting at a later date. Bingham Park is currently closed to all activities as the city works through the planning process for cleaning up the park and the former Hampton School site. You may remember we recently told you that Greensboro had been named a tree city for the 35th year. After the break, find out how we're celebrating. Did you know the first documented tree planting day happened in 1594? Humans have long known the importance of trees to life, so we celebrate them with a day of planting every year. Sheree Dorstan is the Chief Sustainability Officer for the City of Greensboro. Hello and welcome.
Hello, thank you so much.
We're talking about Arbor Day, so tell us about Greensboro's Arbor Day plans.
So Greensboro's NC Arbor Day will be the first Friday after March 15th, which will be on March 21st. We will be hosting NC Arbor Day at Blueford Park and planting 45 native trees. And let me see if I can name all of the different types of trees. I know we're planting Nuttall Oak, some River Birch, Black Gum, Maple, and I can't think of the other one.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
So, I'm really excited. We're incorporating natives.
Now this year it's even more special. Tell us why.
This year is even more special because this is our 35-year mark, Tree City, USA. And so this is absolutely a phenomenal time, a milestone to celebrate trees. You know, within Greensboro city limits, 6 million trees, So this is an exciting time to celebrate.
And it's actually the 50th anniversary of Tree City, USA.
It's the 50th anniversary. It started in 1976.
Wow.
Yes.
So that's pretty fun. I understand we also got a grant, too, that we've been able to use.
So we received a grant from NEAF, and that stands for National Environmental Education Foundation. We received a grant in the amount of $20,000 to plant trees and to involve students, because they are our future.
Yeah.
Students, they're the next generation. So we've been working, the OSR's Education and Outreach Unit has been working with different Guilford County schools here in Greensboro, and it's exciting to see the team work with the students because it's just, it makes what we do even more important. Yeah. It makes us feel charged to do the work that we do that much more. So we're really excited. We're going to, we're partnering with, of course, with Parks and Recreation. Our planning department has arborists as well, and Greensboro Beautiful. We love partnering with them on our events, and then bringing all of the students and local volunteers who just wants to come and understand why we're celebrating this and to give us a helping hand.
Yeah, it's not often that kids or anyone really can do something that then will last for hundreds of years, and
Yes.
they could bring back their children one day, grandchildren, and say, I planted that tree.
Exactly, and actually witnessing a student say that, to say, I'm going to plant this tree and it's going to grow and I'll be able to graduate from this school. We've had previous Arbor Days at schools, and so just to hear a student say that with pride, it just motivates me so much more.
I bet. Okay, favorite tree. Do you have a favorite tree?
So I will say my favorite tree would have to be a pecan tree. Even though I'm not surrounded by pecan trees here in North Carolina, I grew up with them, so we would go pick pecans right off the tree. I mean, and they're great for shade as well, so I have so many pictures with me with pecan trees in the background.
I love it. Pecan pie,
Oh,
all
yeah.
the things,
All
ice
the
cream.
things,
Yeah.
yes.
I love it. Mine is a tulip magnolia, and right now they are the most beautiful because they're blooming this big pink blossoms all over Greensboro.
Yes.
I love to see them.
Yes, they just yield so much, not just shade, but fruit. They yield just aesthetics for an area.
Landmarks. People get married under the tree. People say, turn left at the tree.
They're landmarks for sure, yes. So I'm really excited about this year's event.
We are excited too. Well, Greensboro's Arbor Day celebration is coming up on Saturday, March 21st at Bluford Park. 45 native trees are going in the ground that day. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. You can find out more about the event at greensboro-nc.gov. Just search Arbor Day. Do you have spring cleaning on your mind? Greensboro's Neighborhood Toolbox might have just what you need to get the job done. Our department spotlight is right up after the break. But first, mark your calendar for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here are some special events happening this week on the town. The Sound of Music musical plays 8 times in the Tanger Center from March 10th through the 15th. Experience the beloved Rodgers and Hammerstein classic live in downtown Greensboro. This heartwarming musical takes you from Salzburg's hills to joyous songs like Do, Re, Mi. Find tickets to this timely family classic at tangercenter.com. Enjoy an evening of uplifting, chart-topping Christian music with Mercy Me, March 12th at the First Horizon Coliseum. The Grammy-nominated group is joined by special guests Big Daddy Weave, Tim Timmons, and Sam Wesley in a stirring mix of inspiration and worship. Grab your tickets at gsocomplex.com. Join Greensboro's Parks and Recreation team March 14th for the season's 3rd and final Winter Wanderings hike. This outdoor adventure on the Laurel Bluff Trail celebrates winter ecology and local wildlife. A guided walk, hands-on activities, and nature learning make this a refreshing way to explore one of Greensboro's natural spaces. Register for this free event at greensboro-nc.gov. The Guns and Hoses ice hockey exhibition between Greensboro's police and firefighters is March 14th at the First Horizon Coliseum. Enjoy a spirited showdown of athleticism and pride between the city's police and fire departments. Support your hometown heroes and the Special Olympics of North Carolina by getting your tickets at greensboro-nc.gov. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. Is your lawn getting a little bit shaggy? Does your deck need a good wash? Have some limbs that need a trim? The tools for those jobs are available to borrow. That's right, you don't have to buy them, you don't have to rent them. Greensboro's Office of Code Compliance has a neighborhood toolbox tool lending center, and it's open again for checkouts. Pickups are available Thursdays 11 to 1 in the Greensboro Sportsplex rear parking lot. That's at 2400 16th Street. You need to make your returns between 11 and 1 p.m. the following Tuesday. Reserve tools through the application form found on the city's website at greensboro-nc.gov/toolbox. Coming up after the break, good news in Greensboro. We can all use a little more of that. We always want to leave you with some good news, reminders of the people and things that make our city great. And today we're spotlighting play in downtown Greensboro. The Miriam Brenner Children's Museum and Action Greensboro hosted the State of Play last week with about 200 fun enthusiasts. The idea, spaces that are safe, accessible, and welcoming for children are safe, accessible, and welcoming for everyone. The group explored how our museums, parks, and cultural icons can work together to create vibrant, kid-friendly public spaces that welcome everyone. Rusty Keeler, an international outdoor play advocate, joined the discussion, as did Mayor Mary Kay Abuzawader, who took a moment to play a little herself. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly. Stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which air on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Talk City in Espanol. Plus, GTN is streaming on Cablecast. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.